Or you think I only talk about the Canadians' debt to an income ratio? Are you kidding me? I've been ragging on America for so long, I didn't even think I'd be any other country I talked about for so long, seeing all the numbers coming out. Fake this and fake that. Garbage. But here's one from Zero Hedge. Visualizing how American household finances are changing. From visualcapitalist.com. Visualizing shifts in income, savings, debt, and spending. How American household finances are changing. However, the household savings rate has been dropping for many decades. Now, I'm going to see if we can get a little zoom. Yeah, let's get a little better quality visual. So, debt to annual income ratio. And this is from 1968. Peak, back down, peak, back down. Hey, 1983, 4, I'm not sure. Hey, down, man. Was that because of the damn crashing economy, the massive interest rate hikes? But at point being, the trend, follow the straight line is the trend. It's going up. Debt to income ratio. This means more debt per person than ever before when compared to their income. And the personal savings rate is the opposite. Again, follow the little light blue straight trend line. Down. People are not saving like they used to. And here's what's interesting. This is probably what, 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably around the year 2012. All of a sudden we have one year of a massive spike of savings. Like, where did this come from? Is this even real? Or is this another fake number under Obama? Bottom line is, the trends don't lie. That's the key here. U.S. debt, what are Americans spending this additional income on? Let's take a look at that. All right, so scroll down. First of all, household debt now tops the $13 trillion mark, while mortgage debt is still close to the 2008 levels. Student debt has skyrocketed 126% since the last peak in the credit cycle. Student debt has skyrocketed. Yeah, another thing that most of will never be paid off. What are Americans spending this additional income and debt on? Shelter? I knew that would be there, very high, because rents have gone up, your mortgage has gone up, everything has gone up as far as that, housing goes. Pensions and insurance. Now, what do we see? We got two. Okay, 1972 versus today. So the interesting thing is that looking at everything, the numbers of the general picture is the same as far as what's being spent the most on. Not that it would be any surprise that, housing would be one of the number one things. However, notice 1972 housing or shelter was at 12%. And over here, with food anyways, is 12%, which has actually gone down. Food spending has actually gone down. I got to be honest with you. I find that really hard to believe. But this is a killer. This one here is a killer. Now, pensions plus insurance, it says, and then we have healthcare. So these are things most people are going to have. Maybe not pensions, or but although it says pensions plus insurance. Well, what kind of insurance? What does that mean? Because you got healthcare over here. So we're looking at this one, which is the biggest nut you have to crack every month to pay. And then this one over here, healthcare. So this simply means how much of your money back then went to what versus how much of it today. So 5% back in the day went to healthcare. 12% back in the day went to shelter. Now it's 17%, and this is 7%. Pension insurance from 7 to 10. Now notice an interesting thing here. Entertainment has gone down. Apparel, as in clothing and whatnot, has gone down. Why? Because people probably ain't going out shopping for clothes when they got to make that damn rent payment every month. Oh, my health insurance. I got to pay my health insurance, man. I'll get fined by the government if I don't have health insurance. Okay, but if you add up what you're paying in health insurance versus the fine, I'm here to tell you, because I know, you're better off paying the fine. And then when you go get health care, oh, we need your copay. Oh, we need another copay. Well, when the hell does my insurance kick in? Not yet. End of the year comes. What the hell did I pay for all year long? Almost nothing. Then why am I paying health insurance and copays out of my own pocket on top of the health care I pay every month to have them kick in a sliver? Doesn't make any sense. I'd rather just pay out of pocket for health care. So, anyways, back to Zero Hedge. From peak to peak, in 2007, real median household income had a local peak of $58,149 and then fell off a cliff at the same time as the credit cycle, which reached its own peak in 2008, quarter three, as the financial crisis set in. Real median household income bottomed in 2012, and then debt followed in 2013. Looking at the most recent year of data available, both categories are now back above pre-crisis highs. Real median household income has now surpassed its all-time record in 1999. And total household debt has topped $13 trillion in 2018 quarter one, more than $500 billion higher than its previous peak in 2008. A closer look. While consumer debt is similar in terms of total size from a decade ago, the composition has changed considerably. Mortgage debt, which makes up the vast majority of consumer debt, is still actually down from its 2008 peak by 4%. Replacing that is other forms of debt, including student loans. So many people were wiped out in 2008. Foreclosure, walks, all of it. That damn number is still 4% lower. Isn't that amazing? And yet, price-wise, rent-wise, mortgage payment-wise, we're still much higher. We're paying a lot more today than we were in 2008. Since 2008, student loan debt has surged by 131% and auto loans by 52%. Mortgage debt, credit debt, and other non-housing debt have not yet crawled back to pre-crisis peaks. Saving and spending. Looking at the longer-term trend, Americans are borrowing more and saving fewer dollars. In the 1970s, both rates were about the same as a percentage of income, falling in range between 13 to 15%. Today, the savings rate is below 5%, and debt to annual income ratio has risen to 22%, according to Meeker. What are American households spending the money on? Again, we've already seen that. Notably, households are spending money on shelter and healthcare. Meanwhile, the cost of food, entertainment, and apparel are decreasing over time. Again, I do find it hard to believe. I don't know where those stats came from. What was that number? 15% versus 12%. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's possible that back in those days, 1972 at least, people were buying different types of things, different types of foods. And today, we're all going to Walmart. Give me the effing cheapest thing I can get my hands on. Cheapest meat, cheapest chicken, cheapest garbage cereal, ramen noodles. Maybe that's why only 12% of their disposable income is being spent over there as opposed to 15%. And or, what I said before, as much as they'd like to buy different type of food, more money towards food, to buy better food, they can't because of their rents and mortgages. And they don't want to get kicked out on the street, so we got to make ends meet over here as best we can, so we're buying the junkiest, cheapest garbage we can get our hands on, which is making us sick, which is causing our health insurance to go way up because we're all sick, which adds on to that expense. And it's just this revolving cycle of just debt that can't be dealt with, basically, is how I'm going to put that. Anyway, I hope you reach your achievements, reaching for your American dream. At least we have a fighting chance now with President Trump. Take care.